Hey, guys. Welcome back and happy Sunday. All right, guys. I cannot believe we're getting towards the end of March. That's so wild to me. But it is. It's going by fast and that's okay. I feel like as long as everybody's having a good year so far, it's 2025. We still have a lot of year left. Listen. So with that, that means we have a lot of Bravo drama left. We still have the upfronts coming in May. That means that we still have probably new shows. I have some things that I want to share with you according to Dumois. And Dumois is calling out Andy Cohen. Literally, just like back checking the out of him. And I'm just here to talk about it. And I'm here to definitely get some opinions because I'm like, did you guys see what she said? Did anybody see what she said? All right, guys. So pop off in the comments section. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And with that, I say let's jump right in. Starting with this whole Andy Cohen situation. So Dumois came out with this thing that said pretty much there was going to be some big announcement. Or maybe it's been said that there was going to be some big announcement for Andy Cohen in April, that it could be maybe him stepping down, maybe nobody knew what the announcement was going to be. Well, Andy Cohen ended up going on his radio show and he was talking about this and he's like, guys, there's no big announcement in April. I don't know where this is coming from. I'm not stepping down. I'm not quitting. And that was something that I was excited about because when I think of Bravo, I do think of Andy Cohen. Now, did it make sense that he could potentially be stepping down with all of the things that are being hurled at him? I mean, there was the Nene Leakes stuff, the Brandy Glanville stuff, the Leah McSweeney stuff, Bethany Frankel. It just seemed like it was one after another. Mind you, he is backed by a multi-billion-dollar conglomerate that is NBC Universal. So they have the attorneys to kind of deal with these things. These things are taken care of. But I wasn't going to be like the most shocked because there's still a company and he is the face of a part of that company. And when you're the face of a company, you can't just go and do whatever you want usually. And so it made sense, right? So he said, nope, that's not true. If anything, we have the upfronts coming in May. We might have some new announcements. People were thinking maybe we'll get the Jersey cast. We know that Making It Manhattan's going to be announced, yada, yada, yada. Well, after he came out and said that's not true, Dumois decided to come out with this. Hold on.
Sent in an anonymous email saying on his radio show yesterday, Andy brought you up again. He said he still doesn't know what the big announcement coming is. And if anything, it's something like a new franchise that would be announced at BravoCon later this year. He doesn't understand where you keep getting your bad intel. Well, Andy, yeah, you do understand because we had a DM conversation about this specific intel. So you knew everything that I told you about it. And he knew it was about a new franchise because I kind of suggested that in the DM conversation we had. And he said, oh, well, that's not a big deal. So yes, it is a new franchise coming and it is a city that's been suspected. Now there's a twist. There is a twist. Somebody from another franchise will be in this new franchise. That's what the big twist was. So I don't know if it's bad intel. I don't know if it's really happening, but that's what the big announcement was. Also, don't think it's a big announcement. I had built it up to be something bigger in my head, like something more structural within Bravo or something within the company. That's why when I last talked about this a couple weeks ago, I said to you guys, it's anticlimactic and I was way off base. Somebody sent in an anonymous email saying on his...
So thank you to Breaking the Rules Pod Clips. We appreciate you for posting that. Love them. So now what Dumois is saying is that it could be a new franchise. All right. Well, Ashley and Amani on Hot Messy Topics, they made a great point. Southern Charm, if you see Madison LaCroix, I think that she is starting to outgrow Southern Charm. She's starting to become more of this like matriarch sort of position. Sort of like if you look at Leva, like Leva doesn't get too much into the shit. And they were like, well, wouldn't it be great to have a Housewives in Charleston starting with Madison? So could that be something? I could see that. Miami, there's nothing that's going to come out of it. LA, there's nothing that's going to come out of it. Orange County, there is nothing that's going to come out of it. New Jersey, there is nothing that's going to come out of it unless it's a Teresa Giudice spinoff, right, with her daughters. And then they bring Melissa and Joe back to the Real Housewives of New Jersey. So it could be those three things. Nothing's happening in New York. So it's either Teresa Giudice is getting a spinoff, opening a restaurant this summer with her daughters, or it's going to be Madison LaCroix is heading a new Housewives show in Charleston, which I'm putting that at the bottom. Teresa, probably second. And then the first one is, I already know that they've been trying to cast for this, but Heather Gay from the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City might have landed herself a spinoff at Beauty Lab and Laser. Now, she definitely got a pilot for it. We know this, but she might have a spinoff as well. Now, for me, I'm looking at this like, okay, this could be really, really great. You know, another show. If it's somebody that we enjoy, Heather Gay, I'm not the biggest fan of Heather Gay. I do like the little spinoffs though, where we get to see them as a boss and where we get to see other people brought in. I think that Leva did a great job with Southern Hospitality. I feel like we know that Lisa Vanderpump killed it with Vanderpump Rules because they received 2 Emmy nominations. And for Heather Gay, at the end of the day, she is a huge fan favorite and Bravo loves her. That's why you see her in promos, her and Lisa Barlow, you see in promos, you see get these ads, you see commercials when they're playing Below Deck and it's like, okay, it's Monday night. Who's that? That's Captain Jason. Who's that? Captain Jason. And she was in that too. So they love her. They champion her. They didn't hold her accountable like on the finale for the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City when they had to go around and read the most disgusting texts about each other. Obviously, those texts were approved by production. Mary Cosby's was just like, ever since you became more famous, you've changed. And it's like, Bronwyn got eaten alive. Lisa Barlow, oh, like when you go around the table, we didn't even hear anything about Meredith. Nobody read anything to her. But when you go around the table, it was terrible. And then Heather got this really nice edit. And then even at the reunion, she got a really nice edit. And what that tells me is the same thing with Lisa Vanderpump. They're protecting her because we are adding another show. They don't want too much controversy around Heather Gay. They don't want her to be this person that people hate. And then all of a sudden they're spending millions of dollars putting into a pilot. And now the Bravo fan base is not a fan of Heather Gay. That's not going to work. They're not going to let that happen. That is a huge multi-million dollar mistake. That is why, again, Lisa Vanderpump got away with so much while she was filming. She wasn't held to the same regard. And I love Lisa. But I'm talking about from a business standpoint. You know, it makes sense. So there you have it, guys. It's one of those 3 things. Mark my words. I'm not wrong. I know I'm not wrong. And if I am wrong, revisit this and clock me on it. But I'm not. So actually, let me know in the comment section what you guys think. Is it A, Teresa Giudice and her daughters and Louis Ruelas heading a new spinoff? B, Madison LaCroix maybe starting a Housewives of Charleston? Or C, is it Heather Gay's pilot that's already been in production being announced at Beauty Lab and Laser? I'm going with A or C. I'm going with A or C. All right, guys, happy Sunday. I hope you have a great weekend. It's beautiful here in Hilton Head. I hope it's great there where you're at. I hope, even if it's raining or whatever, make the best. It's the weekend. Tomorrow's going to be Monday, and we're going to be like, so we will be back for Hot Messy Topics tomorrow, and I will see you guys soon. Love you guys.